So those guys who've been here with me. So you guys know that for me, I'm just coming to the market at this time that I'm highlighting here. So let me now change the screen. So I want to use this other one for recording. So if at all you're not going to see anything clearly, then I'd advise that you check out Lucy Trade's YouTube channel for this data, okay? Yeah, so I can see we're having some people tuning in on YouTube. Okay, so what are waiting for NASDAQ? So right now, what happens that I simply just come to the marketplace at 2:45. So that's my time. So anything before that, I'm not interested in. Yeah. So right now we were having this daily fair value gap. So we've really traded below it, and yeah, so it's taking too much space there. So let me just take it out. Let me get rid of it. So on the 15 minutes, I can see we traded into this order block. Let me just start with the 4H and maybe see if at all there is something of interest. So 4H, we can see this. So we're having this fair value gap on the 4H. So this fair value gap on the 4H, yeah. So that's our point of interest, okay? Then on the 1H, let's see. On the 1H also, we were having this fair value gap and all of this order block. So right now we are pushing. There's a fair value gap. If at all we are going to go higher, then we need to trade and close above it. So that we have in mind. So 15 minutes, we're having this. So on the 15 minutes, we are having this. So this is nice fair value gap in form of a CB, sell-side imbalance, buy-side inefficiency. So guys, just a minute. Okay, so that's the 15 minutes. So down to 5 minutes, we see that. Okay, so what I normally like to say is, so on these 5 minutes, we are having this CB. So CB simply sell-side imbalance, buy-side inefficiency. So this CB, yeah, sell-side imbalance, buy-side inefficiency. So initially, so we anticipate for it to hold price the way it was holding here initially, and then do that. So, but now, if we can afford to trade and close above it, then that now gives us something different, okay? So now we come to this market with a different perspective and ask ourselves, what more does it now want to do? I can see it has worked into that, how do you call it, true day open. So sensitivity around that. So that's a good price level. So the sensitivity around this is great. So let's see if we can get an up close, and I mean a close above this. Then from there, we want to determine if at all this lower fair value gap here can be left untouched. Because what I'm watching is this low, high, lower, low. And then if we can break above this high, yeah, with speed and give us a fair value gap. So if it doesn't do that, then we sit on hands. I mean, we stay still, chill, and just wait. It's no big deal. Dun, 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 dun. So we've traded into this true day open, and we see that. So the 1H IAVG that I said we were to watch, so there's one here. So let me just show you. So there's IAVG. So we've traded into it, and we can see the sensitivity around that. So also, this IAVG was now slightly inside the new week, I mean the true day open. So let's see. What is this market telling us? What are you telling us? Yeah. So we left this. So true day open was there, and we're having this break lower. Simply just bearish. And also we were also having that new day, I mean that daily, the daily fair value gap. So if you guys can recall, this daily fair value gap here, and it's also, so we're having a daily fair value gap here, and also this IAVG. So right now we are trading below it. Okay. So let's see. We mzee semaje? Yeah, so we're having some people watching on YouTube, so that's good. So that daily, want to watch and see. But then at first, I mean, we don't rush. We don't do anything. Don't do anything. We just watch. But then let's not have a fixed mindset, okay? Because in these markets, anything can happen. So you see there's a hourly fair value gap. So hourly IAVG that I was talking about. So this was it. So because I've shown you, so let me just remove it. And we want to keep our chart as clean as possible. Also, there's this level. I don't know which level was that, Mesao, but we seeing this, yeah. So try into that 2-day open, midnight open, and we see that, and again, there's, so right now we're trading below. If we can trade below, there's a fair value gap. Then we want to see what it has for us. Does it want to push lower and continue, or are we really going to hold it? Don't know. Just wait and see. So I'm also watching this CB. So if at all this was just the protraction mode, I mean, that sucker move, then still fine. Yeah. So 3 minutes, we had this low, high, lower low, fair value gap here, and just a week. Just a week. Ran on all these tops, giving us another CB here. So it's holding quite good. We also want to check if inside this accumulation, so we're having this high, took it out, speed distance fair value gap here. So if at all we trade back in day, so if at all the setup began, started here, high, low, higher, high, break below. So sensitivity around that. So it's all going to come to become transparent. So don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. But then on the 15 minutes, I mean, it's too dirty. It's too dirty. I mean, on the 15 minutes, this is too dirty for a buy setup. So it's too dirty for a buy setup. So fair value gap, and then there's order block also. So it's like we are now holding. So using 15 minutes fair value gap as our bellwether chart. So there's too dirty. There's too dirty for a buy setup. So it's like we really want to tank it. like we really want to tank it. And so let me see also what we are having on gold. So gold is pushing higher. Okay. So gold, but then still playing around the new day opening up. So I mean the true day open. Oops. Fifteen minutes, 5 minutes. So on the 5 minutes, we're having this BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So if this BC, we can trade. So we've closed below it. So we don't want to see it. I mean, so if we've closed at the lower quadrant, so we have to wait for more information. So that's like this level is 90% not going to hold price going higher. So that's allowed. So guys, for me, I'm just brainstorming. I mean, my ideas on trading the London session. Yeah. So this is just like a forward testing. I mean, I'm just forward testing. And so right now, you can see that. So this is simply a 5 minutes. So for those guys who don't know me or who are interacting with me for the first time, just know that if you're coming here, like we normally do much of waiting, okay? Because we have to wait for the market to tell us what it wants to really do. So normally we do wait for too long. Yeah. And even if we miss the first entry, then the second one will just be great. We won't miss the second one. Are you looking for bullish options or bearish? Okay, at this point, I mean, I can just say this low. I'd love to see it taken out. Oh. So, so if I draw this, from this low to this high. So right now we've hit the 25 quadrant level. So let me show you. So we've hit the 25 quadrant level and we had this fair value gap inside here. So the sensitivity around that, we say the sensitivity And yeah, so we want to know if at all this was the protraction. Nothing really going on. Okay, so again, this level is promising. So too much of waiting. So patience, patience. So right now, I wouldn't want to go short, and also I wouldn't want to go long. But then I still have to wait. I still have to wait. So let's look at gold. Just pumping. So on the 5 minutes, it was really clean. On the 5 minutes. So if you guys saw the pattern, oh, we forgot to look at the six sister. So this one, it's like it wants to create a lower low. So it's like it wants to create a lower low. So let me look at the Dow, or I am really doing nothing. really doing nothing, but then it's heavy. So yeah, it's doing that. Thank you. What are you doing? So if SMP creates a lower low and NQ doesn't do that, then we want to be looking at this fair value gap in form of a CB. So we see it's been holding price. I mean, it's been holding, and we turn to the 25 quadrant level, and we see that. So it's really slow. I don't know what news we are having today, but then it's really slow. Cause slow. Okay. So if we can get similar candles or large range candles above this level. So again, let's see if SMP has taken out that low. So not yet. So still not taken out the low. Not taken at the low. And YM Dow. So Dow has created a lower low. Dow has created a lower low. Yes. It's like it's coming, check out this low. And then Nasdaq doing a whole bunch of nothing. So inside this level, we might anticipate some level of accumulation. Yeah, because but then guys, look at the 15 minutes. Yeah, so if you look at the 15 minutes, just they should be enough to tell you that, just need to close your chat, your screens, and go do other things. Wait for the PM session. I mean, AM's New York session. They should be enough to tell you that. Yeah, so they should be enough to tell you that, because we opened inside an accumulation, and 15 minutes, so there's accumulation. Okay, so it's really tricky. And it needs you to be patient with yourself and to trust in yourself. So if at all you're someone who doesn't have a system, then don't do any of it. I mean, don't participate in this. Don't participate. So just wait for the New York session and maybe do your thing during that time. Yeah, so finally. So again, it has taken out this high, and seeing that. So if you don't know what you're looking for here, then just go do some other things. Go do some other things because you might as well be chopped. So we left this level, and again now it's trading there. So I now believe this low. It's like we are coming for this. Also looking at, so yes, okay, so yes, we've taken out this low. Yes, we've taken out this low. Dow also. Nasdaq still failing to check out this low. Still failing to check out this low. So if you're someone who really knows their system, then just look at the 15 minutes. So that's your bell. That's supposed to be your bellwether chart. So 15 minutes bellwether chart. So it's supposed to be telling you or guiding you if at all you should be trading on this particular day or not. Yeah, so that low. Nice. So with the yes, we took out that low. NQ, we failed. Yeah, niaje Vini. Yeah, niaje. Okay. So started the year vibaya. Sorry about that, Vin. I mean, okay, so it's the beginning of the year, and right now everyone is anticipating or expecting a good PA in these markets. And because everyone is expecting to find a good price action, so you find that most people right now are losing their accounts because of the anticipation. Yeah, so they're coming to the market and I mean expecting something good, but then what they come and find is totally different. So if you're not patient enough, yeah, so you get a bad day. But then it's not the end of life. So yeah, you can still come out of drawdown, Vinny. So don't worry, it's normal. It's normal. Yeah, so it's normal and you can still recover. You can still recover from that. So we took out that short term high, broke below this low, and we can see a fair value gap here. So this low and this low now, if I'm correct. But then you see with these markets, I mean, there's nothing to do with being right or wrong. So if you just see something that you like, just work on it, provided you trust in yourself and you trust in the market. Okay, so this one now, it's pumping. So after taking out that sell side, after taking out this low, so let me just highlight this. After taking out that low, so fair value gap, so doing that. But then why is ES still stalling? I mean, what is it waiting for? So if we can break below this low, then the whole of this is going to be a bearish order block. This one going to be bearish order block. So bearish order block. So we want to see any fair value gap here, or if it doesn't give us a fair value gap, then we anticipate for it to, we anticipate a return into this order block and then push lower. But then fair value gap, we might see, because right now, I don't think it's going to give us an opportunity. Yeah, so this law that I liked, I wanted to see taken out, so we've taken it out, and there we go. So I want to see a fair value gap here. And if it's possible, I don't want to see price trade into this fair value gap. And so let me let me check the 1H and see what you are having. So 1H, you're having this fair value gap below price. So this might be a likely target. So after this fair value gap, this IVG inverting, so that one. So in as much as it was really tricky, but see this happen. So we're having an order block and also an order block, a fair value gap. So trading into the fair value gap and then see the rejection lower. So right now I expect for it to be quick. So it will be fast. So on the 5 minutes, we trade below this IVG. And then anyway, this was tough. So right now we want to see it run to the target. So any of these levels, don't want to see them revisited again. So we are just forward testing the London session, and yeah, with time, maybe probably next quarter, we'll start trading it. Okay, so right now we're only trading the New York because it's been a while before I trade London session. So what normally happens that I normally trade London sessions whenever I'm trading currencies, but then right now I did say I dropped currencies, I dropped trading currencies. Yeah, because it's too much waiting. So you find that in a month, yeah. So in a month, I only execute like 2 or 3 trades in a month. And so you find that with that, it's so easy to go, to go on tilt. Yeah, start looking for other markets, other currencies to be trading. So with that, you find that these are the pairs that you want to trade. It's not like you really, you've formed your systems around them. Yeah, it's not like you formed your systems around them. So you'll start, looking for the things that you are looking at when you're building your system. So let's say around trading, whenever you are trading, let's say Euro USD. So you want to look at the market called Euro JPY or GBP JPY. Yeah, so you find that there's too much choppiness, so price chops around too much, and the pullbacks they're so threatening. Yeah, so you find a pullback, so the market is coming back with a deeper pullback, taking you out. Yeah, so let's say you are inside a distribution leg, and Now, what happens that the market is again coming back to take out, buy side liquidity again after it already took out buy side liquidity. So it's crazy, 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 crazy. So you find that most of the time you get chopped. You get chopped. So let's see that 1H fair value gap that I was saying. So we tapped it. So there's 1H fair value gap. So we tapped it here. So let me just draw it. Yeah. So we've just hit the upper quadrant. So we still have these. We want to see if, so let's just have those. So 25 quadrant level. And then the consequent encroachment, 75 and then 1. So you want to be seeing how price is reacting to those levels. Yeah. But then right now, if you want to be bullish, then you just, that's wasting your mental capital and also throwing away your count. Okay? So immediately on the 5 minutes, we did get this down close. So it was game over for the longs, and this push higher. It was sloppy and weak. Just took out that high and expanded lower. Speed, distance, fair value gap, return into the fair value gap, boom. And now we want to dig deeper into that hourly fair value gap that we saw here. So right now we are looking at the quadrant. So because the upper quadrant, we just wicked, so we anticipate that pullback into what? Into this volume imbalance right here. Yeah, so we're having certain volume balance there. And so the 25 quadrant level, that's what you're welcoming now, 25 quadrant level. If we can get a fair value gap, so we just hit it and then wait. So if we can trade below it, get a fair value gap, the same way we've gotten a fair value gap now inside this. So I normally tell you guys that inside these fair value gaps, so you can get your trade setups inside these levels. So for instance, right now there's a bearish order block. I want to treat this as a breakaway gap. So if we can get a down close into this and give us a fair value gap, so only anticipate for price trade back into this fair value gap. But then weak, that means we have to trade into the upper quadrant again, this upper portion. So what's inside the upper portion? This fair value gap and this bearish order block. So again, so it gave us this fair value gap, order block, another fair value gap. So this upper fair value gap, we want to see it stay untouched, unfilled. So rip lower, give us another fair value gap. If it doesn't, then we anticipate for it to return into this upper quadrant. So that's how you read such things, okay? So someone taking notes, I hope you reach this level, man. I hope you can see it. I pray you see it. And I pray it helps you, okay, in your financial journey, in your financial trading journey. So right now we are now trading lower. There's also another block. But then if it can give us a fair value gap here. So right now I believe it can trade lower into this lower quadrant, 75 quadrant level, and then give us a fair value gap. So let's see. Karibu niume loss, nikaona 15 minutes CB may hold. Nice one G, Kenny G. So yeah, we just watch. Acha niweke fit. So let's say, yes. So it began the move. So breaking below this, trade into that fair value gap and boom. So that's nice. On a higher time frame, what are we looking at? So again, so this is just the beginning of this hour. So it's still early, but then remember we are trading below this fair value gap at the lower quadrant. So I anticipate this to be the draw of liquidity. So still we have this range, to cover. Okay, so 25 holding, pushing it higher. So 15 minutes, what are we having? So 15 minutes it's holding, but then we want to see the close of the 15 minutes candle. It's closing in the next 2 minutes. 5 minutes, just that. Okay. So for a better experience, just follow my YouTube channel for a better view. Okay, for a better view, just use your own quality resolution, and you'll be seeing the whole interface. Yeah. So if by around 12:30 or simply 4:30, I want to be off the chat. So 4:30. So you right now, you guys, I mean, you've already stolen some of my London session skills, you know. I mean, not really stolen, but learned a thing or two about them. And it's good because right now I can see some people in my community, they're like implementing these same ideas that I talk about, and they're finding it to be working wonders. Okay, so yesterday I was not in these chats, and uh, in the morning, I mean, when I came back, I could see what some of the people in my community did, and it's like I was really happy, you know. Yeah, seeing someone implement something that I told them. Yeah, so it's really beautiful. I mean, yeah, you know, just inspiring someone, and seeing someone take it seriously. Just beautiful, man. Yeah, that concept of time I did talk about. So whatever I say, I also implement it. So you guys know that I normally talk about, I'm normally keen with time. So the time that I tell you, that's the same, that's the time I'm also coming into the market to see if I'm having something. If I'm not having something, then I have to wait. For instance, during this time, there was it was really undecisive accumulation, and then so before you are not expected to do anything. Then we had that run higher, but then just hit the 2 day open. So 2 day open, and then see that this was really difficult, but then using 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I mean, really helped us a lot because we traded below this fair value gap, so it was uh, it was dead, and we said we want to see this low tagged. Okay, so this push, uh, it really died after taking out this short-term high, and also we can see this fair value gap here. So that happened, and drawing the quadrant. So we drew the quadrant levels. We could see the 25 level quadrant level holding, but then it was really sloping. If at all we wanted to trade higher, then we wanted to see something similar to this one straight push higher, breaking above this, but then we failed. It failed. So this high just stop run, and then the runs we wanted to see higher, we saw them going lower. So this taking out the short-term high, break below, shift, speed, distance, fair value gap, return into this fair value gap that we highlighted, and then say that if we break below this low, there's another block, fair value gap. Then if it gives us a fair value gap, we don't want to see price turn into this, and we want to see it run low, and then all that transpired, all that happened, and so we are now trading into that, inside that 1H fair value gap. Okay, so we have the quadrants. So right now we are trading inside the 25 quadrant level, and if it works the way it's doing this, fail to give us a fair value gap, so we anticipate for it to return into the upper quadrant. Then what's in the upper quadrant? There's order block, there's a bearish order block, and also what? There's fair value gap. In as much as we wanted to see if it could trade lower, give us a fair value gap, then this upper fair value gap, we would have want to see it be used as a how do we call it, breakaway gap. So breakaway gap, most of the time we want to see them left unfilled, then push lower. So again here, to someone, this can just be your setup on a lower time. So if you have the ability to even refine it further to a lower time frame, so trade it into this on ES high, So did that, created lower high, same to this. This one created a higher higher high here. Damn, what's your started doing? This is crazy. I wouldn't use that. Yeah, so I'm saying this can be your setup on a lower time frame. That is, if you toggle into either 30 or 15 minutes. Sorry, it has left us, but high, low, lower high. If you have a look up here, and also these are BC. If it's supposed to hold price, then this close lower. Yeah, so this invalidated this BC. So this could have been your setup. Inside these levels that I'm telling you, inside these quadrant levels. So to someone who will be watching this, or the future me, if you're watching this, just know that setups are everywhere. Once you know what price is doing, then right now we anticipate for this to see a fair value gap here. We now anticipate to see a fair value gap here, and we are going, once we see that fair value gap here, we are going to trust that it now wants to trade back to proceed into this 75 quadrant level. So the quadrants, oops. So let me just squeeze them towards the, so I'm drawing them again so that we don't confuse. So 1H, so that fair value gap. So this is the 1H. So we are having the quadrants there. So 25 did that return into the upper quadrant. So if it gives us a fair value gap here, then next point is this. So imagine just this can be your system, the only thing you're coming to the marketplace to see. So because we now know these are fair value gap on 1H, so let me just remove that and have those quadrants left in place. So that's great. See that? That's good. That's beautiful. Guys, that's beautiful. Yeah, so what did I say? Again, we trade into this. So this low, high, break, shift, speed, distance, fair value gap. So from this low to this, from this low to this high, we return just into this level. But then it's like, it gave us this fair value gap. So trade going into that fair value gap and then boom. So low, high, lower, low, speed, distance, fair value gap. So this fair value gap, if it can return into that, and then we see it proceed to the, not really 75, but the 50% quadrant level. So 8 minutes to me logging out, because I also have to do some other things. So imagine if you can just if you can just learn to trade inside these levels. Only that can be your system. But then first you have to wait for these weeks to take place. So if in form of a week, in case of a week like this, wait, does it expand lower? Fair value gap? Yes. So just know that if now it comes back into that fair value gap, it's going to hold. Then drive it lower to the next quadrant, and then you're done. Or okay, on lower, that is if only you're scalping on lower time frames. So like the 15 minutes or the 15 seconds or the 30 seconds chart. So for this could have been 1 to 2, easy. Here it has given us bill. So if we break below this is going to be used as an order block. But then remember, it's creating an institutional order flow entry deal here. Yeah, so there's fair value gap. The first, it gave us the first entry, second, third. So this institutional IO Fed. So there's other candle that's trading. The only thing it can do is just wick a little bit into this, but then it's not guaranteed. So expect it to run lower into this 50% quadrant level. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Imagine if you can just be reading price like this. You wouldn't even need ICT. Can you do top-down analysis? On what? On which pair? On which pair? Because we already did on gold. And like I said, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to log off. Is it log off or log out? Gold and NASDAQ. So Peter, I already did top-down analysis on gold, so from yesterday. So make sure, Peter, like you follow this account and make sure you follow this account. And tomorrow, like after the midnight open. So if you're from Kenya, that is Sangapi, around saa tatu, around saa tatu. Yeah, just be ready, because you might find me online. So doing top-down analysis on gold or NQ. NQ, we are also going to do top-down analysis during the New York session. I followed you, nimekutext, kuna questions kadhaa. Yeah, I'm going to answer them. So New York M session, I'm going to do top-down analysis on that. So it's like we failed trade below this, so this now holding. Yeah, so when it reaches the 430, so you guys understand, for 430 when trading London session. So let me just drop this again. So when trading London session, so 430, I'm not interested in anything that's going on. So most of my trades, I want them to be done around this time, around 430. So because it might as well just start creating a new range also. So let's say this low, high, low, low, traded into that hourly fair value gap. So just trade into around the 25 quadrant level, failed to hit the 50% quadrant level, and then right now see what's happening. So if indeed wanted to expand lower, so wanted to see a fair value gap inside this level, just like yeah, just like we saw here. Yeah, so breaking below this quadrant, we saw fair value gap. So return into the fair value gap and then push lower. Here, wanted to see a fair value gap, no fair value gap. Wanted to see this used as an institutional order flow entry drill, and then break below this to be used as a bearish order block. But then did we break below this? No, failed. And then this expansion now. So this low, high, lower, low. And then if we get up close into this, then I'd love to change my perspective on what the market wants to do. Also, on the 5 minutes, we're having this order block. So, really, so which level was this that we drew? This one here. So let me see for, 4H daily. Which level is this? Weekly. I don't know what level that is. Uko na WhatsApp community? Yes, niko na WhatsApp community. Is there a London silver bullet? Yes, there's a London silver bullet. Yeah, niko na WhatsApp community na si watu wengi wako huko. But then if you want, like, just check on the Discord, check our chats on Discord. There's a link to the WhatsApp community. Oops, so it's now 4:30. So you see now, maybe another new range is going to form. Yeah, another new range might form. So I won't be interested if everything that I was highlighting here fails now, because we are now trading past. So I'm normally keen on time. But then it's fine that we highlighted all of this. Yeah. It's fine that we highlighted all of this, and as much as it was proving to be hard, finally it all made sense. Okay, so it all made sense. True day into the true day open, and also the hourly IFVG lower, trade back into the break below speed distance fair value gap. So this was simply like a 2022 high, low, boom, speed distance fair value gap. Then did all of that, and we highlighted it. And the good thing, it's live on YouTube. So I'm just doing the raw. I'm just going to post the raw recording. So I'm not editing anything. Someone wanted, Dakito wanted me to do analysis on EU. So yes, I'm done. EU, damn. But then, guys, most of the time, just look at the higher time frame, okay? So 15 minutes, use the 15 minutes as your bellwether. So one of the reasons why I'm quitting these currencies or forex pairs is because of all of these, So it's really proving. Okay, so what happened here? Let's see the daily. So Dakito, I don't know if it's still here. So let me check. If it's not here, then I just move. I just close. So Dakito, if you're here, show your hands. Show us by the comment if you're still here. If you're not, then I'm just going to. Okay, nice. So, oops. So I normally use this to teach some of my students. So that's the reason why it's too much. So I normally have mentorships going on. So that's the reason why you can see all of this. So we normally do a lot. We normally do talk about a lot of stuff. Yeah, so you are saying this level. So this is the daily. So this is the daily IFVG. We trade into this daily IFVG. The first time, if you can see, this week into this. Okay, let me just remove. But then if I remove this, then what next? Let me remove this shading. Okay. And these are today's activity. So this daily, you see this daily, so this was a BC. buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. These are BC, if you can see that, BC, and then draw it. And once you leave it, holds price. We expect for it to be holding price, fair value gap, all of that, and then we trade back into it. So what's showing us that it's going to hold? So see this, trade into it and then reject. So that's wonderful. So there's the sensitivity around this. Yeah, so it's telling you that it's going to hold. Again, we trade back into it just to take out any buy side liquidity that was, I mean, those traders that wanted to go short here, we come take them, I mean, squeeze them. Yeah, squeeze them, we punish them, and then push lower. So again, inside this, remember these are daily. So around this level, I can also see another fair value gap. Another fair value gap here. So this fair value gap, what happens that candles high, this candles low, it's a BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency on a daily, okay? So what we expect is for price to trade into it and then push higher. But then remember, we are from this level. So tries holding, the next day tries going higher. We only draw inside this week. And also on a much lower time frame, you're going to find that we are having an order block here, because this level is the real resistance level, okay? We are going to find another block, maybe some breaker block pattern. We are going to see, we are going to refine into a lower time frame. We have CRT in 1H. CRT, does CRT apply to 1H or is it only applying to 4H? So I don't really know about CRT, but maybe you can, I mean, I'm normally open to new ideas, but then it's not like I'm now going to go deep into CRT. So whatever you guys normally tell me, that's what I'll use, because I believe in you guys, okay? So reject, I mean, we only go into this week. And also, if you can see on a much lower time frame, as we are going to see, we are going to find that there is some form of order block, breaker block, something like that. So this level, we can see it hold, and then trade back into this order block. This fair value gap, BC, hold. So this daily BC. So once we trade and close below it, so we trade below it, yeah, and this happens. So this day we just open, draw towards this week, and then boom, close below. So it's like this level held. Now we are now inside this BC. Immediately we trade below it. So what happens? What happens now? Immediately we trade below it. We anticipate for price just to trade back into it. So support price going lower. Also, you can, on lower time frames, if you frame that, you're going to get setups incorporating the idea of time and price. Then once you leave that, the next target is this low. And also here we are having this new week opening gap. So new week opening gaps also act as fair value gaps. Okay, so once you trade and close below it, most of the time we expect for price to trade back into it and then push lower. So here the draw of liquidity is also there. So rejected and then trade into this daily fair value gap and then push lower. So this weekly, so this new week opening gap, if at all we can trade into it, we'll be using the benefit of hindsight. We'll be expecting for it to hold price going lower into these are the new week opening gaps that I've highlighted here. So all of these are simply new week opening gaps. So we can see the way they're holding price. So we trade into that and then drift lower. This is also new week, it holds price going higher. Once we trade and breaks above this, we see the holding price doing that, trades into that daily IFVG, and again trading into this order block. So we want to see, can this level hold really? Can this level really hold? Yeah, because we've really drawn into this week and we are now having these candles. So initially I was saying we have this high low and this higher high, break below. Let me see if there's any fair value gaps. There's really no fair value gap here. Only there's a IFVG. So this IFVG, we've traded and closed below it. So we opened, manipulated it to, opened, dipped higher into this IFVG and also these candles, low. Yeah. So high, low, higher, high, boom, break below. So that happened, and we might want to see lower price. So maybe this low, this candles low, might want to see that. But then also look at the day of the week theory. Whenever you want to go short. So day of the week theory. So this was simply Monday. So this Tuesday, this Wednesday. So Tuesday it's like created this high, and today is Wednesday. So if at all we are going to be, so day of the week theory normally states that if at all we are going to be bullish, chat imepotea. So when was that? So KNG like ilisharudi ama like imepotea bado? So if indeed, so day of the week theory, if indeed we are really bullish, or if we are bearish, then we anticipate for high of the week to be formed early days, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if high of the week is going to form on Tuesday, so there's a classic Tuesday sell week. Okay, so you want to see Wednesday. If at all Wednesday can break this Monday's low, then if at all we are going to be bullish, then we anticipate low of the week form between either these 3 days. Okay, so if we can break below this low, if we can take out the Monday's low today, then that means that on Thursday, now we will only be coming to do what? Look for reversal into the new week opening up. Chat ya YouTube ijarudi. Oh, sorry. So bado like 5 minutes ago. So let me just do that. Na sasa hebu confirm sasa. So what I was talking about is day of the week theory. So day of the week theory. Iko sawa, thank you. So day of the week theory, simply that. So if at all on Wednesday we can try and take out Monday's low, then we have to now wait for more information and start looking for to see if Thursday, during early days of Thursday, so if Thursday's London session, yeah, so if Thursday's London session can simply draw, take out Wednesday's Wednesday's low. If we take out Wednesday's low, then that means that we are really bearish, and this high is going to be high of the week. So Thursday, we only anticipating to see lower prices, and maybe Friday lower prices. So you're coming to the market with the mentality of just going short. Also, something like Wednesday today. So Wednesdays are normally my best trading days. Okay, so Wednesdays, uh, most of the time I feel like I have 90% winning rate on Wednesday, because it's normally easy. It's normally easy. So let me see. That was the daily 4H. So we trade into this 4H order block, and right now this 4H BC. So we also trade below it. So what do you expect? So this 4H BC, we also trade and close below it. So what do you expect? Any pullback into this, just to hold price going lower. So this low that I was saying, Monday's low, suspect to me. Yeah, because we coming from this level, this order block, then that. So also this 4H candle, we are closing in the next 14 minutes. Yeah, 14 minutes. So this might be suspect, because Wednesdays, once you're really below this. So the reason why I was telling you that on Wednesday I normally have around 90% winning rates, because it's just a matter of following order flow, what price has been doing. So just coming with the idea that price has been offering lower prices. So on Wednesdays, what do I expect? So if at all I'm going to expect a protraction model, so I just know what time to be waiting for, and so time and then price. So time and then price. Time, price. So there's 15 minutes. So 4H has been showing us that it's really it's really bearish. Also, this level, with right now we are trading inside the new day opening up. So this is the new day opening up. We see the way it's been holding. So if at all it has the ability, then so there's the 15 years, there's kind of like a accumulation. So maybe it might just simply expand slightly into this 2-day open, or not. So anything might happen. Yeah, but then on the 15 minutes, so for the past from 3:15, 3:45, so from 4. So this hourly candle, we've really not been doing anything, but then it's just been offering lower prices. So up here we're having this fair value gap. So idea of time and price, and also here, what was this? This avoid, but then I don't know what brought that, but then it's avoid. It's avoid. So let's see. On Wednesday, we were having this BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So this BC, immediately trade and close below it. So that simply tells you that any pullback into this needs to hold price going lower. But then if you can just wait for time. So time, I still normally talks about 2. So 2 a.m., just wait for that. So don't do anything inside this. So just wait for 2 a.m. And if you refer to a lower time frame, I don't know what this is, but so 2 a.m. after 2 a.m. there's 2:15. To someone that could have been your opportunity to go short, or to someone like me who normally just waits for 2:45, but then not on such days. Okay, on such days, it's really hard. So 2:45 was here. So to me, 245 inside a time inside price. So price this fair value gap. So if I miss that 245, so we open inside this fair value gap. So that's an opportunity. Stop there. Target 1 to 2. Low hanging fruit objective. Be done. Mm, so this happen. High low. Boom. Accumulation. So right now, past 430, I'm not interested in doing anything. Even if it's giving me another setup to continue higher. So I'm not interested. But looking at the 1 minute, 245, this could have been my setup. So that was 5 minutes. So what I want to come and see, 245. So we have it. So if at all I fail to see that and it breaks lower. So this move lower. So this the market tipping me its hands that it really wants to go lower. So trade into that structure, took out this high, this low. Once we break below this low with speed and distance, fair value gap. So any pullback into this, my stop there, target 1 to 2. Still, I get something. Still, damn. Still, I get something. Okay. Let me again repeat. So I come to the market during that time. Yeah. So time and then price. So it's inside that fair value gap also. If I fail to catch something there, and also I fail to see this, so what happens that I just wait. So the market is tipping mid hands low, boom, break below speed distance. So any return into this, it's just this fair value gap or this. So if I get into this, so my stop is just simply above this. Or if I got into this, my stop is just above that high that we saw in the 5 minutes. So this is simply 1 minute. So any time frame you can get your entry and then see this pullback fair value gap. So this is an opportunity to also add your more positions, then scale your stop there. Once you break below this, take some partials, uh, stop to break even. Then we see this. So 1 to 2, easy, easy, easy. Then once that has happened, if at all you're waiting to see lower prices, your stop scale there. Once you break below this pullback, speed distance, break above that, you're taken out. So stopped after you booked something. Then all of these, you don't want to be involved in this. Don't want to be involved in this. What is the time range for the London silver bullet? See, it's just that 3 to 4. 3 to 4, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. So right now, 15 minutes. So let me show you guys something. So why we're having this accumulation inside here? So let me just show you, because it's inside the 50% range of this range from this high to this low. So I don't know, but the charts will prove us right or wrong. You see this level? So it's trading around the 50%. So 50%, so it's kind of tapping the premium, then returning to discount, premium, discount, premium, discount. So there's the 50% level. So there's permissible, there's allowed, totally allowed. So if at all I wanted, so because I know everything is okay. There's like the 25 level. So let me just So the 25 level, so this level, I'd really love to watch it maybe later if I was to trade this pair. I'd really love to see this level later if at all I was to watch this pair, because also something fishy happened here. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. That void, it's too much. Something fishy happened there. Maybe manual intervention or something, but then I don't know. There's IFVG still inside this 25 quadrant level, and also something fishy happened here. So probably this allowed, and after this, maybe manipulation higher. But then whatever will happen here, that will, if you really want to go lower, then watch for sensitivity around this level. If it's holding, then start framing, scale to a lower time frame. But then if we're trading above this, then just know that it now wants to go higher. That is if you fail to see it down here. But then I'm not interested in trading these pairs anymore. Yeah, not interested. But then if you can just see from lower time frames and get your quick entries and get out. Yeah. So one shot, one kill, be done. Something like that. Maybe you could it's okay, thank you. It's okay. Yes, lower prices. Okay, so it's been doing that. NQ. Yeah, so what I was saying, if we break above this, so this low, high, lower low, break above, return into any fair value gap here, and then we can see that again here. You want to be watching, because I'm sure this order block is around the 50 quadrant level. So this high low, higher high. So around this price level, anticipate something like expect it to chop a little bit, or if it doesn't, then we might change. We might get a new range. So the first trading, we had this high and this low. So that's our first range. So this second range might be a continuation or a reversal. So maybe we want to continue lower, or maybe we want to reverse. So that's up to you. Then what's happening there, I'm not interested, because I was only interested in this. So whatever is happening to this other side, I'm not interested, because the beginning of this year, so we are only for testing our London model, and we want to perfect it. We want to shape it and hone it and make it ours. So everyone in my community will just be trading the same thing, just like we normally trade the New York M session. We just be trading the same thing, same idea. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to show you what I was talking about. What I was talking about. So in my community, Yeah, so this is my community. So what I was saying is that uh, I was really surprised, okay, to see some of these students. So someone like so someone like Space NQ. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what he was implementing. So I can see he drew that line there. So time to 45. So this was Monday's trading. Yeah, so this was great by the way. I don't know Space NQ who he is, but this was great. So time, he waited for it, and then he labeled that IAVG. That was nice. And then break above this high. So CISD, that was great. Break above, and so market rallied, return into these levels, and then we see that push higher. So if at all you trade that, that was good. That was good. Again, so someone asked me, so critical, I didn't answer. Continuation or reversal happens at which time for the AM session? So this is something I normally talk about. So if at all you're always in my live sessions, like that's something you should know. So these were so doing some nice work. Again, this Space NQ for testing London setup, it's really doing wonders. So this same thing that I highlighted. So again, this guy, he just marked time, waited for that accumulation, then market showing you tipping you its hands on what it wants to do. So he marked breakaway gap, suspension block, return into the suspension block. So that was a good shot setup. And then we see that happen. So if you're in my community and you're not posting your, so Oduor was cooking, that's good. Okay, nice. So he did all of that. So this was a London session. I'm in New York. Sorry, this was London. Yeah. So he went short during London and then reversed after delivering. So that was good. That was good by the Oduor. Again here, so that one person was asking about reversals. So they normally happen there. So this same person. He's just trading like me. I mean, he highlights the time. So that person asking what time does reversals happen during the M session. So I'm going to tell him to contact this person. So copy from what this guy is doing, so because this guy really knows what he's doing. So reversals normally take up place around 10:30. So initially we had this up run. So yesterday I was not in the market, so I still don't know what happened till now. And buy side liquidity taken out before 10:30, and then we see run lower 10:30, and then the 10:50 11:10 macro as he highlighted there. So this guy is going to be a beast. Let me tell you, he's going to be a beast, and I'm proud of him. Sijui ni nani, but whoever you are, you're doing wonderful. Yeah, so make sure you join my community. So right now we really having a lot of individuals here. So make sure you join that. Yeah. And I guess my Telegram right now it's now open. So my Telegram is now open. Yeah, so my Telegram is now open. So I can see there's some people who have started getting in on my Telegram. So initially I closed my Telegram for I mean, so in here, you can still learn a lot from this Telegram, because I normally just post all of my trade setups. So from just this, you can get your system also. You can modify your system also. You can get everything in here. Yeah. So all of this. So just from looking all these markups, trust me, you can get assessed. I mean, you can get a model, a system to be trading. So normally, most of it is just the same thing. Yeah. So link on bio. My link is on bio, and link is on bio. All of that. Yeah. So you're going to learn a lot here also. And I'm going to create some PDFs. Yeah. I'm going to be creating some PDFs for you guys. So those guys who are interested, I'm going to create some PDFs. So probably this week. So that's all I'm going to be doing this week. Creating some PDFs, so highlighting some of the major questions that I'm normally asked about. So till then, see you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.